I wanted to show you at Tabletop Greenhouse some of the tools that I use. They're very basic tools. There's a tweezer to pick out the fallen leaves, and it's a lot easier to get in there and pull out the leaves. I use a wine cork, and I just put a hole in it and put it on a little stick, and I use that to tamp down the gravel and to tamp down the sand. If there's any sand here, there's no sand right here, and you could tamp down the soil to make everything nice and even. Of course, you need a scissors to prune and about a 1-inch paintbrush to flatten down this gravel and the sand. These are basic little tools that I use. And last night I had the vent closed, and you can see the humidity is still in there. And there are lots of love bugs around in this area of northern Florida, and there's one in there now. And most of the plants are doing very well. This one's really doing well. It's just about ready to come up through the vent, in which case you can then bend it, or you can just let it grow if it's not too cold out and you don't have that heat on. Once the heat goes on, you have to close it at night, so you have to bend the plant or cut the top. And lots of humidity forming on this one. And here's the golf seed. And they're hitting that ball way out, and I even have the ball over there up in the air. And people watching. I use the glass rocks from recycledrocks.com, and they're beautiful rocks. And this plant is just about getting up to the top of the vent. And this one is doing very well also. A little bird bath, and people getting married. There they are. And the father is rejoicing that his daughter finally got married and will be out of the house. And there's a turtle in there, and that's where that turtle lives, in there. Another one. Nice house I found on eBay. Weathered look. It looks so real. The plant is doing well. That's a mini palm. And there's someone on the beach there on a motor scooter, and he's waving to the people that are up on the lookout. There's a man up there on the lookout. There he is. Yeah? You could put a cactus in to these greenhouses, but you have to keep the vent open all the time, even in the winter, because they like the dryness. You can't close it and put humidity in there. And it's doing very well. I've had it for about a year, and it still has a nice color to it. And I put a little bridge in there with a parrot sitting on the bridge. I get these plants from a very reputable place, glasshouseworks.com. Everybody's doing very well this morning. There's one down there that's starting to come right up through the vent. It's fun to watch them grow. I call that the orange tree. It looks like oranges. It's not really an orange tree though. Okay. If you want one of these terrarium greenhouses, come to my website starting in October. www.tabletopgreenhouse.com. Thank you for looking.